What's up, pit crew? Needed to have a little chat with you today. So, I was working on some content for the next 3 weeks out, and my my hard drive crashed. So, I've lost the next 3 weeks worth of episodes that I already filmed and put together for you. The work to the car has already been done, so obviously I can't just refilm. But that kind of gives me a chance to reset. You see, with our debut episode, I've heard a lot of your feedback on it about the audio, the lighting, the aspect ratio changes. So those are all things that I was addressing as I go. Well, as you can tell, I've got the lighting and the audio figured out now. So moving forward, everything's going to be a better quality, which is what you want, and it's what I want to put out. So along with that, I have to admit that I was perhaps taking the wrong approach to this. You see, rather than trying to make it feel like it's a one-on-one conversation between me and you, I was more or less trying to do a one-man Haggerty-style production, something to rival the pros like Jason Camisa. Well, you can't do that with just one person, one camera. You just can't. And I was driving myself crazy with it, trying to come up with original ideas for shows, trying to write scripts, do research, create original music, etc., etc. So we're hitting the reset button. And I just wanted to let you know that we're going to have to take about a week or two worth of break while we do some new filming and redo some projects. But we are going to be back. And just to give you a little bit of an idea, one of the things that we're going to be doing when we come back, perhaps the first thing we're going to do when we come back, is we're going to make custom blue Kevlar trim for the Pit Crew Skyline. Now, one of the videos I had already filmed and subsequently lost was doing pretty much exactly that, but the results were pretty horrible. So a few lessons were learned, and I'm going to take those lessons forward, and we're going to try it again. But I mention that because the aluminum trim, I'm not going to be able to show you the removal of it, but I will discuss it with you in that video. And another thing that we did that we lost the video for was installing NACA ducts into the hood of the Pit Crew Skyline. Obviously, that's not something we can reshoot. The holes are already cut, the ducts are already riveted in, but I can at least show you the end product. And there it is. Now, I went through great pains to make sure that these ducts are installed right over the air-to-water intercoolers. A whole lot of blue tape was used in the production of that of that episode. And as far as was it worth it? Well, for looks, a little bit. But as far as for performance, well, perhaps not so much. It didn't really bring down my charge air temperatures. Ew. We'll work on that. Didn't really bring down the charge air temperatures at all. which was more or less expected. Now, at highway speeds, perhaps on the racetrack, there might be some difference, but nothing like what you're going to get with a heat exchanger or perhaps a new intercooler like the one that AMS has just brought to market, that Drop Bear has had on the market for a little bit, and that Mishimoto, I believe theirs is on the market now too. Yeah, pretty sure. We'll have to check on that. Heat exchanger is definitely going to be the better way to go rather than cutting holes in your hood. Having said that, considering I want to build this car out in a certain direction, we'll say, I would still do it again. But I wouldn't recommend it for pretty much anyone else. See, another problem that doesn't necessarily translate to film is where the ducts are riveted into the hood. It brings the metal of the hood up to the ducts. It's not a perfectly flush fit. So in between, there's little valleys, we'll say. And so it's not professional looking, we'll say. If you want NACA ducts in your hood, maybe just buy a hood that already has them. I understand that there is at least one company that makes a carbon fiber hood that has built-in NACA ducting. So that's something you could look into. As for me, well, there's a good chance that I'm going to be attempting to make my own hood sooner or later anyway. But that's way, way, way into the future. We'll talk about that later. In the meantime, just want to let you know, you're probably not going to get another video from me for a couple of weeks. But when we do come back, they're going to be better quality, and hopefully they're going to be of more interest to you. So thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, especially that subscribe, so that you know as soon as I start posting again. And we look forward to making more content for you. Peace.